Self-compassion is still something for many of us that we struggle with in our real life. How do we actually practice it when something doesn't go the way we hoped, or when we say or do something we wish we had handled differently, or when suddenly we feel like we are not enough? I'm sharing from my own experiences because this is something I've been learning a lot. I've been myself, trying to learn and practice in my daily life. It's very easy for us, and for most times it's very automatic to turn, inward, self-criticizing, and our inner voice just being impatient, being unkind, and we don't even register when it happens, right? We don't even notice it right away when it's happening. It's just kind of like an autopilot, right? So that inner voice that we, most of the times it's very harsh and criticizing voice, we would never, or we would try and never use it with our loved ones, right? Whom we love deeply. Like, let's say, our children or co-worker or close friends or any other family members. We would just try to be more understanding, more compassionate with them, right? We also start reacting to what happened before we even understand it and given any space to understand what we're feeling. We already jump into judgment, assume things, or create something that doesn't always help us. So one simple practice here I wanted to share with you is taking a small pause. When you literally, intentionally have to pause. And it doesn't have to be a big pause. I really mean like very, very small. It does change the experience. Just give yourself a second to pause and to notice. And even say to yourself, this feels uncomfortable. This didn't go as I expected it to go. I'm not feeling great right now. I'm feeling odd. There's something going on. And then noticing what's happening in your body or in your thoughts or your emotions you're feeling. So the intention is to create that small internal space between what just happened and how we respond to it. So in that space, we are not rushing to fix or judge anything. We're simply allowing ourselves to recognize what is actually happening and to acknowledge it and to sit with it and just give it just a couple of minutes, or even a minute is enough. And name it, name what we feel, name the emotion, name the feeling, name the situation honestly without denying it or minimizing it. And we can even say to ourselves, for example, I'm not okay, right now. This is so hard. I'm not feeling great. That small space makes things feel less heavy. Things feel less final, less catastrophic. If for some of us it goes into that, and that creates that room for something very, very simple, but so important. It just gives that space for a little bit of kindness toward ourselves. That's where self-compassion can begin right there, or you can practice it right there. You don't need to change the moment. You don't need to fix anything. We need to choose to stay with ourselves. We show self-compassion by choosing to recognize that we are not feeling great and choose to stay with it and name it. If you don't know how to name all of the emotions, you can always print out sheets from the online. They have lots of available resources online. I remember when my kids were little, excuse me, I read a book, it's called How We Love Our Kids. Two therapists, a married couple, they wrote this book, and at the end of the book they included a list of all of the emotions. And I want to give you one funny story. I did print out that page, I made several copies. I pasted on the fridge, in the kitchen, on the walls, in my daughter's rooms, in the bathroom, like everywhere, like any accessible place, so they can learn about emotions. And it even was helpful for me too to learn. So I remember I would make my daughters, like let's say if they're feeling sad or whatever, I would ask them to go to that list and pick 1 or 2, maximum 3 words that to describe how they're feeling. My youngest, and she comes to me and she was feeling sad. She's like, I feel dejected, depressed, and I forget now, it's something like, it was so hilarious. Like it was so funny. She picked the most sad words in the whole list. That's how it was. It's so cute. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm sending you lots of great vibes, my thoughts with you. I appreciate everybody who follows me, who likes my posts and comments. To all my friends and to people whom I don't know, but you're connected with me online. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Have a great day.